Welcome to another episode of the Saturday Doobie Feature. Today we are going to be talking about The Thing from 1982. One of my favorite films as a kid growing up, scared the living shit out of me. Peed my pants, actually.
I like to think about it as like the cinematic prequel to the Trump White House.
Guys, can we just start this already? For the love of God, let's go.
Stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Saturday Doobie Feature. I'm Justin.
I am Derrick.
I'm Byron.
They were trying to decide who's going to go first, almost in like a representation of the movie we're watching today, The Thing, 1982, John Carpenter.
A lot of hesitation in that movie as well.
Yeah.
Jesus,
In
he
82?
always has it out every episode.
What?
Just because I was born in 96, man.
No.
It's okay, you're getting old. It's fine.
It's something I used to ask every host on this show. Where were you? I always say that. I always said, where were you? What were your parents doing? You know, was your dog born? I don't know. Listen, 1982, Kurt Russell in the Arctic, chilling.
Like a villain.
So we're about to, too. So we got some... What is this? Okay.
This is Alien Rock Candy. We got it from Herbarium.la. Go check them out. Dope shop, dope visuals.
They're like in the heart of L.A. You were
Exactly,
saying. They're
right.
like La Brea.
La Brea and Santa Monica, all right? Right off of La Brea, 979
Hella close.
South
You know
La
what?
Brea.
I think that amount of information, I think, deserves the first hit.
Dude,
You know
Alien
what?
Rock Candy,
Holy
too,
crap.
is like a nice hybrid. I think we were talking about earlier. It's like Sour Bubble and Alien Tahoe OG. And that's kind of
right.
like some nice indica dominant hybridness, which you're gonna want to get nice and stoned and post up for this movie.
That's right. I'm about to
Really
hit
nice
this
and
out of the
stoned for this
Daily
movie.
Buddy, all right?
Daily Buddy, too, we told you a couple weeks ago that we have a promo code. If you want 20% off your Daily Buddy, dailybuddy.com, the promo code is Doobie Feature. How easy is that?
One more time, Doobie Feature.
We're trying to make that easy for you stoners, huh? Huh? Actually, it's easier for us because we didn't know.
Y'all really don't want one?
Remember
of those?
to-
Look
You'll
at
be able to
that.
take hits like that. Whew.
Yeah.
He's dying.
Man.
Your girlfriend would be impressed. You could tell her you got it off Etsy because it looks like a mason jar.
Oh my God.
You could. No, I always say it's super easy because you can undo it. You could put it in the dishwasher if you want. Dishwasher's safe. I don't know if it's
I mean, it is
dishwasher
pretty
safe.
nifty.
Is it dishwasher?
Yeah, of course. It's
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah. Come on, I'm so dumb.
But let's get started. The Thing, 1982. This movie, holy shit, you guys. I'm sorry. Man, I'm just excited. I really love this movie. It's a fucking great horror film.
It's a classic. It's like one of the first films. Hi already. One of the first films that literally like scared the shit out of me. Like it's so suspenseful even to this day, with the music and just some of the way they do some of the film tricks.
That's really
and-
tasty. Sorry,
What?
that alien rock candy was just really tasty. I
Well,
got
thank you.
off
Thank
my
you.
own world. I'm so sorry.
Shout out Lowell Herb Company too. Lowell Herb Company.
Lowell Herb Co. That's why I'm wearing this shirt.
right there.
Actually, they hooked me up with this shirt.
This is actually their
This
Alien
is
Rock
their
Candy.
Bud as the producer,
Some
grower
good
of this
stuff,
fine tested
there you
cannabis.
go.
You were doing such a nice job explaining about the thing and why it scared you so bad as a little kid.
Well, because it just it left you most of it up to your imagination. Like when he wanted to do everybody's blood, I think that was like one of the chilliest scenes in the movie, because you didn't know if you was that thing.
It's not a glamorous horror movie, like you think about horror movie, not that like Alien is a glamorous horror movie, but there's like so much like hype and like in The Thing, I think it's so successful because there's so much tension, but they lay it all out for you. At no point is The Thing really a mystery because they kind of have a grasp the entire time on what's going on. Not to mention that the Norwegian dude in the helicopter literally tells them what's happening at the beginning of the movie, but they don't know what he's saying because they don't like speak Norwegian or whatever. So,
But still, like, as you were saying, it's more of a thriller horror, it's not really more of a jump scare, so it just fucking has you on the edge of your seat thinking, like, who the fuck is the thing, who did it consume, who did it become?
it was like a $15 million budget, and actually $1.5 million of that went towards creating the Thing's monstrous forms.
I didn't know
Really?
that.
Different,
I mean-
different food items that they used
Yeah,
to create
yeah.
the thing, or different like mechanical aspects of it. Because this is an alien that could take any form, and they did such a creative job that ended up being something that so many movies would try and imitate down the line, like alien dogs and stuff like that.
Yeah, the alien dog scene was
I
crazy
mean, just
when they're
think
in the
about
cage.
1
Holy
million.
crap.
$1 million just spent on making
I mean,
alien
in 82.
dogs. Yeah.
In 82, that's like spending $10 million today in special effects.
That's like 8 episodes of Taxi. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that was on at the time. I don't know. Look it up, kids. They had Christopher Lloyd. He's from Back to the Future. Listen, so it's in its time when it came out, it was a little bit criticized for. I think people at the time considered it to be a little generic. Not that it's generic, but I think the reviewer, because some of the reviewers hated this movie when it really came out. It really developed a life, kind of like The Thing after on home video.
It's almost like a cult, kind of like a cult following.
Definitely,
those people at that time were very ignorant.
Yeah,
true.
Ignorant.
The reason I brought it up is because all these guys are kind of on this like military base, and they're not that they're faceless, but those are all like the types of guys that would be on that base, and they're all very similar. So the characterization, I think, is a little bit light in the movie. Besides Kurt Russell, besides like Keith David, who stand out because of their gravitas, everyone else I think is intentionally cast that way, though. I think their characters are supposed to be all the same type. Also, special shout out, The Thing, out of all the movies that we're watching recently, actually has someone smoking weed in it.
Yes,
they're all chilling. He's got that huge joint.
Right.
Like, where the hell are you getting that weed in the Arctic?
Quite a few times in that movie, actually. I've seen a fat doobie in that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a fat doobie get lit off in that
they're
thing.
so paranoid.
Yeah. A lot of drinking.
Because
they were smoking sativa.
that's a lesson for you guys, man. Don't roll up that sativa if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere with your friends. You're not gonna know.
Indicas only, people.
Indicas only. You'll fall right asleep.
Doobie Feature approved. Indicas only. Real quick.
Yeah, no, that's always a preference.
Doobie Feature approves. Put a check on that.
I won't pay for sativa, but I'll smoke it.
I won't even smoke it.
God bless.
Yeah, depending on the time.
Anyway, back to the movie. What was your favorite scene?
Besides the blood scene,
I think everyone has the same answer. Yeah, the blood scene.
But also, it's 3 parts. The beginning scene, because the first time I saw it, they're literally on a helicopter shooting a dog, which leaves you like, what the fuck? Why are they shooting that dog? Like don't shoot the doggo. He's the homie. Also, continuing with the dog, where he just transforms. Was that the first transformation in the movie?
The dog transformation?
Oh yeah, in the cage. Yeah.
That was crazy. You see the dogs. The effects team went in.
But yeah, what you're saying, in the
effects.
blood testing scene though, when they actually when the alien finally realizes that. Because they're heating up that wire, and the wire is how they're getting the blood to react, and once the blood reacts, then he just eats the dude next to him sitting on the bench that they're all tied up to.
And then flamethrower.
Fire, yo. Oh man, that was so intense.
Bringing the flamethrower. I mean, the flamethrower, I think, in The Thing is more badass than the flamethrower in Aliens.
Yeah, no, seriously.
But that kind of was the original flamethrower badass breaking up an alien's shit,
Yeah. No, what really was freaking me out was that old guy. And when they had him in the fucking... They had him locked in the little cage, the little storage shed.
Because he was trying to screw everything up anyway,
Yeah, he was like, I'm really okay. And that motherfucker was not okay.
Thank you, Byron. I was like, we have not smoked in a minute.
Got it.
Roll that up.
Do not.
And that alien rock candy got me high. That's why I'm like, I forgot all about the weed.
Euphoric, but calm, a little bit fruity. It's got kind of like that purple in there, but it's strong. It's like a 30.
Smoking.
It's like a 32% THC. That's what I love about nowadays. I'm not a size queen or anything, but everything's tested now. So it's we know it's 32%, but it's not always about that. It's about the terpenes. It's about, is there some CBDs in there? It's not just always about the THC percentage, guys, you got to look at that full spectrum of results and really see what's in your bud. Kind of like looking through the blood and seeing which one of your friends is an alien. Not really the same.
True.
What were you saying?
Kind of like the same. I mean, there's a shit ton of terpenes. I never knew that. There's over 100 different terpenes.
Well, yeah, terpenes are naturally occurring flavor compounds. So what's cool about terpenes is they're also naturally in things that you consume anyway. Mangoes are high in myrcene. And myrcene's very high in indicas, so that's where that comes from. That classic, if you eat mangoes before you smoke, you get more stoned. It's a synergistic entourage effect of the myrcene that you're consuming, hopefully an hour before.
No wonder I love mangoes.
And
who else loves mangoes?
The more you know.
At us, mangoes. No, I'm glad we got to have some more cannabis facts in here. I'm still holding on to the Yoda, and the blunt came back, so I feel like I want a prize.
Actually. I think Kurt Russell was pretty badass in that movie.
Oh, dude.
They're both
so badass.
He's the reason dudes have beards nowadays.
No, seriously. I was like, that is a badass beard.
That's just because of him, I want to become a helicopter
Oh,
pilot too,
especially
in the future, maybe.
Well, yeah.
Never know.
Yeah. Maybe VR helicopter. I don't know. It's a little dangerous for me. Helicopter flying.
Thrills.
It seems more dangerous to fly a helicopter to me than it does to fly a plane.
You know, I just thought of this. I never seen them eat once.
Come on, guys.
How the fuck can you eat in a situation like that?
The cook, he never cooked one fucking thing.
I was looking for the carb on this
You
for
know
so
what I'm
long,
saying?
and then I realized
Well,
it
the thing
doesn't have one.
The weed be letting you know. Evil. It's lurking.
You don't. The most evil part of the movie was
Obviously,
the food.
they
That's why
didn't
they had
have
to cut
that
it
good
out.
enough weed to know.
It was that MRE food, you know, like those like.
Oh, those.
Yeah, I watch guys eat that on YouTube all the time.
I
Hey
was a
man,
Boy
some of those
Scout.
foods are
That
actually
shit's
pretty
horrible.
good if you
Steve
prepare
MRE,
them right.
1989, special shout out. Love those videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
does.
yeah.
What does he like? Eat them or shit?
Well, he eats old ones. He eats new ones. Like that's what I kind of like about eating the MRE videos. You know, like he eats the old food, and you're like, that's so disgusting that he's eating like 40-year-old chocolate. Or he eats the new stuff, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna have to eat this after the apocalypse. So I'm kind of like interested to see.
It's kind of like being
Guess what
stranded.
though?
They bring that
That
in the
40-year-old
pasta.
food is still probably good. Like
No, it is because they
it's
made
like
it
fresh.
They made it to stay that way, kind of like they made The Thing to stay that way. It's a timeless movie. It's a special shout out also to Morricone's score. Like they're taking the
Yeah,
dude who's
the
known
music was
for
fucking-
some of the best. You know, John Carpenter movies always have the best score because John Carpenter's like shredding on his guitar, like in his basement somewhere, and making the soundtrack. But Morricone, hold on, I don't want this to go out.
Oh, touche.
Is classically known for all of his work in like Western movies and stuff like that. So he brought this like really cool, unique tension, I think, to it that really separates it a little bit from John Carpenter's other movies. It's not exactly what you would expect, you know. He's an Italian dude anyway. I think when they were making the movie, he had to get a note from John Carpenter because John Carpenter didn't know how to give him any other critiques or anything. He just said, less notes. Which I think overall
That's funny,
was a
man.
statement on the notes anyway, you know? He was
I'm
like,
not
But I mean,
He's
like,
like,
I would
oh,
understand.
okay.
I would understand.
just
There's a
high.
language barrier, you know, like maybe he didn't send the original one in Italian.
And
you
he's
know?
still working. He won an Oscar for The Hateful Eight.
Really?
Yeah, for Tarantino.
was a good
He was
movie,
still
too.
doing it. Yeah, but that's what he's known for, those spaghetti westerns as they call them because of his Italian influence.
You go, my man.
I mean,
hungry.
let's
I'm
talk
dying.
about Dean Cundy, the cinematographer. Halloween, Jurassic Park.
And he came from doing
movies.
Halloween. And like,
Come on,
really, when you think about it, these movies all kind of have
the same feel.
the same feel, but just like they're not. You know, it's not like you're watching a Tim Burton movie. Everything's laid out for you so well and expertly captured. You know, and even through to Jurassic Park, that's what makes Jurassic Park so good. Even though they're using those effects and things like that, they're shot in a very stately way.
I feel like he was using 8mm. It looks like the thing is shot on 8mm. Maybe
Yeah.
I mean,
It looks like it's just shot from a dude who's in the corner of the room sometimes, you know,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
what makes it, I think, successful. I'm spitting everywhere.
This movie is amazing. Like every time I watch this
I'm
movie,
going to do my blood test, too, in the meantime.
exactly.
every time I watch this movie, I feel like I'm watching a new movie. Like I just get sucked into it and I forget who the characters were that got attacked and
Get a little twinkle in your eye.
yeah, just get consumed, you know, and I'm just like, oh, maybe
No,
it's
sorry.
him, you know. It's just like every time I see it, I see subtle little details and movements that they do that make me think like, damn, it could be him. No, it could be him, you know. It's just like, it's just an adventure of a movie to watch, honestly.
Yeah, it feels like there's still things that we will uncover about the thing.
I mean, they just do a good job of not really letting you know who it is, but maybe you might know who it is. Not until the shit pop out their belly or something, you know. It's
And then the ending, man, the ending is such a good.
Yeah. How are you
Ending.
gonna, you know,
Holy
just two
shit.
dudes accepting, burning everything to the ground, chilling, toasting with some scotch, you know? That's how I would go out
But here's the thing, though.
every night.
Who do you think was the thing between the both of them?
Kurt Russell
I definitely don't think it's Kurt Russell.
thing.
That's what the thing would think, though.
No,
because he thought too well, you know.
yeah, but they're drinking gasoline, and gasoline is
No, they're
basically
drinking scotch, I thought.
it's
Tastes like gasoline.
okay. Point is, whatever the substance that they're drinking is supposed to burn the thing. Basically, it's supposed to have an effect on the thing. Either way, it's supposed to kill them. So
What do you guys think? Tweet at us.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below. Ask your friends. Ask some older people that you trust or don't trust. Who is the thing?
all I'm saying is the man knew he was not gonna get out of there, so he knew he had to kill it and himself. That's all I'm saying.
About sums it up, man.
I mean, I think it does.
That makes me want to go play the PS2 adaptation of the thing. I don't know if you ever played that. That was pretty sweet. If you have any video of that, that was cool.
Didn't they make a new adaptation of the thing?
Oh, well, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
No. This is one time we did not need the remake, folks.
At all.
From everyone at Halloween Redux.
all.
Halloween Redux. I almost said it right, and I combined the two words, and then I didn't. Thank you guys. Just_Gentile on Twitter. Justin Gentile is my name. Just Gentile on Instagram. I'm done talking. Go.
I'm Derrick Scott at _the Derrick Scott. Yes, the Derrick Scott. All right. Holla at me.
One and only.
I'm Byron at _Lord B. B-E-E. Not just one B. The whole B. Sorry, I'm too high, man.
Like what's buzzing? We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.